All right, so let's go 11 through 15. So in number 11, we are setting up a proportion. So we're going to go 9 over x. And what we want to remember here is then that 6 is the side that goes with 9. But 6 is the left side of that top triangle. So then if we want the comparable side to x, we need to go with the left side of the bigger triangle. So we're going to put 6 over 8. Then we can cross multiply. 6x equals 72. So x equals 12. So now we're getting into the trig. So x is the opposite side of the given angle. 20 is the hypotenuse. So if we have the opposite and the hypotenuse, we're going to go with sine. So the sine of 30 is going to equal x over 20. Because x is on top, we're just going to cross multiply here. Rounded to the nearest tenth, x is going to equal 10. For number 13, we got the opposite and we got the adjacent. And now we're looking for an angle. So we have the inverse, and because we have the opposite and adjacent, we're looking for the inverse tangent. And so we're going to go 6 over 9. And again, to the nearest tenth, we should get an angle of 33.7 degrees. So we have a flagpole that's 282 feet tall, and it casts a shadow that's 137 feet long. What we want to remember, shadows are on the ground. So what is the angle of elevation to the nearest tenth? So this is the angle we are looking for. So again, now we have an opposite side and we have an adjacent side. So we're going to use the inverse tangent because we're looking for an angle of 282 over 137. So we get an angle of 64.1 degrees. Now we have the angle of depression from a DNR watchtower to a campfire. So here's our tower. There's our tower. Here is our campfire. And what we want to remember is the angle of depression is on the horizon. So if the angle of depression is 27, then we can also come down and put that 27 as the angle of elevation. It does not go inside of the triangle here, it has to go outside the triangle. So we know that the tower is 60 meters high. So it wants to know how far away from the base. So again, we got opposite and we got adjacent. Got a lot of tangent on this one. So the tangent of 27 degrees is equal to 60 over x. And what we want to remember here when we cross multiply, x is on the bottom. So it's going to be 60 divided by the tangent of 27, or 117.8 feet.